here. we we're taking a little break. So what did they really miss? Um, Completely dropped signal once we got around private division. So when see some craziness. We saw the for KSP2. I had Scott Manley sign my cape. so now, so now I have a Scott Manley signed flag from KSP2, which is really awesome. And got to meet a lot of KSPers and talk with a lot of cool people. So far, we're actually going to go back and talk to the rest of the streamers. What's up, Johnny? What's up? Is Zen and I here? We are at Pax West. What's up, Omar? So yeah, we're over here at Pax West. Let me just show you guys this. We're here. We're just outside taking the air break and shoving our face full of food because we got hungry. But yeah, I don't know if I can show you. I don't know how well you can see it. Can you hold this, baby? I'm gonna show them. I'm gonna show them the key.
So we did a web show. I came back from basically, he bailed on the wedding. He didn't come to the wedding.
No, don't move. There you go.
He bailed on the wedding, and then I came
as close to the bar as possible.
So yeah, what's up, Bales? Yeah, this is actually. So yeah, he actually signed my cape. We have a video of him signing the cape. And it's hilarious because it's like he's like, I'm gonna sign your card. So it made it super awkward. And what's to say it was going well until it exploded. So
oh my!
It was right there. So yeah, we're actually in a holding period right now. Right now, some of the other streamers are doing interviews with Star Theory. I was going to do one, but I decided against it because if I do an interview, I'm going to talk about multiplayer. That's my main interest. And they currently can't talk about multiplayer, so. But other questions I can answer, so if you guys have any other questions, definitely let me know. I can ask them. And we can see what's going on. But yeah, right now it's hopping. It is hopping. Yeah, they don't have, because it's a lot of the questions we get, the answer, it's a game in progress. It's game in development, which I'm cool with. Game in development, I understand because they just announced it. It's just going live, and so they wouldn't be able to say too much on it, which is fine. And I really like the fact that they're letting us see at least this much. Is the new Unity engine multi-core capable? Yes it is. Will they actually move over to multi-core? They may. It's on an as-needed basis. So able to nix a lot of the performance losses that are happening within the game. So they may or may not have to, as needed, go to multi-thread or core.
And now
that was one of the answer that we got, which is cool because I mean, honestly, if they can get away from having to do that, then. But I mean, they're saying that they have gotten vastly higher part counts with no latency. Waiting for Borderlands 3, like, yes. I did stop by the Borderlands 3 and take a look and have some shots of that because I'm hyper excited for Borderlands 3. But yeah, from what they're, and plus the VAB is 2 times as large now. So we have gained a lot of space to build stuff for space. So Jolly Rogers is going to have one hell of a time building extremely large things again, huh? With less issues hitting our computers for frames per second loss. Which admittedly is needed because as we go and we pre-ordered Super Deluxes, because I mean, as we go and coming towards multiplayer, you're going to need to make sure your part counts are vastly higher. We have to have it. How? Ask how we'll build. I can actually answer that already. We talked about that. We actually went to their studio, and we had a chance to do a Q&A. So the way that the buildings are going to go, they actually have a building editor. So you can actually go in there when you build your colony. You'll go into an editor and you can design things to your heart's content. So that is going to be, it's going to need resources. It's going to expand out and things like that. Kerbals will, as they're happy, multiply. And so that's how it's going to work. And the way they're describing it, our biggest fear, they're working on the balancing, so it's not constant slog of going through and doing, milk runs, as we like to call it. You don't have to go back, get water, come back. It's not like Elite Dangerous. Hey, we need 1 billion units of water. Can you get that for us? No. So that was our big fear, but it looks like, what's the cost? It looks like it's going to be around 60. That's the current price is 60. Okay. Yeah, the cost is going to be 60 when it drops, from what I've seen, which is, quite a bit more than what we're used to. But how will you be? You can manage many colonies at I don't know about at once, because each one's going to be its own entity. So I don't know about at once. It would be nice to have like a little mini thing where it pops up and shows you what colony needs what, and then you can just go there and drop it off. So that would be pretty cool. That's a good idea, Veos. Yeah, a little bit more than the original. It's going to cost a bit more, which is fine. And there's a dude walking by in a suit, in this badass armor suit. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's going to be a lot more science and technology. Yes, there's new engines. We got new fuels coming through as well. There is a lot of new technology because you have interstellar travel that's being included in KSP2. So therefore, the engines we have won't work unless you want to use the little dinky ion engine, and good luck. So yes, I think my favorite, there's this one engine that looks absolutely beautiful. It's like this, the plume is like this purple flower plume. It looks amazing. I want to call it the purple flower plume. They have a temporary name for it. I don't want to give the temporary name because it may not end up being final. So I'm going to call it the purple flower engine, and it's the Lotus engine in my brain now, because it looks awesome like that. So there's going to be a lot more engines, a lot more parts. The builder looks quite similar to earlier versions of KSP1, believe it or not, as far as the parts layout is concerned. Selecting multiple Kerbals at once, that would be cool, but I know we get at least customizable suits as far as colors go, so you can tell each other apart. So kind of like, your Astroneer type deal. But you will be able to build aircraft runways on other planets as well, not just rocket pads. They made sure to let us know that you would indeed have runways as well, so they're not excluding airplanes or SSTOs from the mix. So that has me hyped as well, because everybody knows that I am an airplane aficionado. I love them, and I probably will stick with SSTOs and such rather than building an extreme amount of rockets. I'm trying to do all the streaming out here because the second I go inside, I'm probably going to drop signal again. But yeah, we're waiting for them. Are they adding more propellers? They have not said they're adding more propellers yet. That's the one thing they have not said. I don't know. We did ask about robotics, and they did not know at this time if that would be included. So the robotics is maybe it will be. That would be awesome if they could do that and give us some robotics in there too. So we're really hoping that we're going to see some robotics, as well as propellers in the next week. So I want to have something like a propeller that can extend from itself, kind of like the fire spitter folding propellers that we can do now with the hinges. But the hinges, if you put the propellers on hinges right now, there's a slow EC drain that will kill your engines, that will kill all power because you can't get around it. So that being said, it is very important that we take that into that they keep that in mind when they're building the game, at least, is how are we going to have these propellers? Are we going to have folding propellers, expanding propellers, things we can do now with parts. Flat spaces, they've made up for it by adding the ability to, in the colonies you can build, and they have, it's kind of like the, what's it called? It's kind of like they're leveling it out using different girders and such, so it's nice and level, and it looks pretty good. It looks really clean, and it's exactly how I would build. So I can say I do like where they're going with it. Half-Life 3 confirmed.
Nice one.
See, I don't know if there's going to be terraforming or landscaping, but you can build over top of everything, so it's not such a massive issue. They were talking about building on the side of a cliff and then overlooking a cliff, and it's like, what? But unfortunately, there's not going to be any caves. Underwater is still very limited. I don't know if there's going to be underwater. No, I don't want it.
Okay.
There may not be much for underwater. They said a no for caves at the moment, which is, I know, we still want caves, but the PQS system is going to be PQS Plus, and it's going to be an improvement, vast improvement, an increased number of scatters that actually have colliders. So be careful where you land. Don't land halfway on that rock like you used to, because you're not going to clip through it anymore. You're going to land on it and you're going to fall over. Which is going to be really cool for off-roading, building rovers for some nice off-road races that we've had planned before. So yes, we're gonna have to bring that back. They're going to be clouds. They did not confirm or deny that there will be clouds. That's one thing we're still hoping on. We want clouds. There is going to be axial tilt. There is going to be axial tilt. So that's going to be built in the game. It's axial tilt. So, you know, right now Dagger's working on Tiltum. He won't have to do that anymore. It's going to be built into KSP too. Yes. Clouds are a maybe. We don't know about the clouds just yet. I would love for there to be clouds. Average Joe is here too. I got to shake his hand. I don't know where he went off to though, but I know he would be very happy to see that as well. I heard he was going to be here. I just didn't know he committed to it. I know, right? Yes, need to relearn, change inclinations. Is there economy emissions? I don't know. Economy, I don't know about the economy itself. I do know there's going to be a need for resources. So I'm guessing in a way it would be nice to have to pay someone to go and drop off materials for your station, wouldn't it? You have a station in orbit around Joule. Yeah, that would be hot. There's some really cool outfits going around here. Some really cool outfits. So yes, there's... I honestly, I am pushing to be able to get my hands on the early alpha. To be honest, I want to get my hands on it so bad. They've improved a lot. I think Galileo's not going to be out of it yet, because Galileo's still going to have a lot that he can do to make things look beautiful, and he is an absolute beast at it. Will you be able to make babies in space? Well, they say the colonies will expand in population as Kerbals are happy. They expand, and I don't think that they, they're not like amoebas. So I think they're making babies, little green babies. Yeah, with the increase of population, we can infer that they are making babies. They're not gonna let you see that. That's gonna be off camera. Yeah, well, usually we're locked into an NDA, so we most likely would be locked into another NDA. We're always locked in NDA. Will they die age? Kerbals never die of age, or die or age. So I can say most likely no. I don't think anyone's ever really planned on that. That's going to be a mod thing, most likely, because think about how long it takes to get to certain places. You could be traveling 10 years. Imagine having like what's it called? Oregon Trail, an Oregon Trail mod for KSP. Your Kerbal has died of dysentery every time. That would be horrible. Our next is with Scott Manley, and she actually had her flag signed by Samantha Staging, Scott Manley. So she's all in fangirl mode as well. She was actually fangirling over Shadow Zone.
But he has to go to the bathroom. Wait, let me take a picture with you. I need to go to
Oh,
the
we're losing signal. All right, so our signal is slowly dwindling away, which is going to be normal here. Yes, Scott Manley. I can't believe it. It's so great. We got a really good chance. We all hung out, had dinner, beers, and just shot the crap, and it was super fun. I got a chance to hang out with Shadow Zone and Galileo. We just had a lot of talks, and it was they've been awesome. Yeah, I'm feeling that what I really hope is that in multiplayer that they're going to give us science and career modes and give us the ability to control mods. That is my biggest concern, because we need the ability to do that and have mods and all. So that I'm really concerned about. If we can at least have that. Guns, there are currently no guns, but I have been in talks with JR, Jesus Rodriguez, and he was saying, I was like, hey, multiplayer, we're gonna need weapons. He was like, has said that he would give it his shot and see if he can do it. So weapons, not confirmed but not denied, are very possible. So I'm gonna have to have another. I want them to say dedicated server, so that way I can open up I know I can open up a dedicated server strictly for weapons, free for all, KSP2 free for all. That would be nuts. And also team-based battles, massive server battles, things we've had planned for years and we have not been able to capitalize on yet. So yeah, that is a very big hope, is that he's going to be able to do that. PFC multiplayer, yes, we could probably knock off a PFC multiplayer and make it all happen. And there's a flower in my ear. She has placed a flower in my ear. I feel like a pretty princess suddenly. I'm not sure how I feel about that. So it's an odd feeling. She's proud of herself now.
Achieve.
But yes, we are about to head back in and take a look around some more.
Yes.
Okay, so we're about to head back in and take a look around some more. And once we get called back in, we're going to meet with the rest of the streamers and modders, ASP, and from there I have no clue what we're doing. I have no clue. I know I said it, and in the video for KSP1, they had asked me if I would. Oh! Master Chief.
Oh.
Sorry, I freaked out. Master Chief. But yeah, when I saw the video, I'm like, oh crap! you know, they're like showing it, and then comes the part where I'm in it, and I'm like, oh, oh, did they recognize me? Holy crap, this is weird. And so it's like, hey, aren't you? I'm like, maybe, maybe I am. I don't know. Yes, I will. We will pop on as we can. Any new gameplay? Oh, there is a lot of new gameplay. There is a lot. The UI is completely changed and it looks really clean. I just want to make sure that we have the ability to hide all the UI because I don't always want to see all that. Sometimes I need really cinematic shots, so hopefully we can. I believe we should be able to, but we'll see how that goes. So if we can make it back, if we can make it, stock, we've been talking about that, and action replay as well. How we would really, how long are the loading screens? It's, from what they were showing us, it's loading really fast, but KSP typically loads pretty fast, even without mods. It loads pretty fast. So she's hiding. KSP typically loads pretty fast without mods, so I can't really say that that was a thing. This is wet.
It's fresh.
It's drifting on me. I was like, oh, there's a bug. No, it's just wet.
It's wet. It's fresh.
All right, I'll
the
put it back in.
freshness.
Pretty princess. And so, yeah, just say, like I said, KSP loads really you once you remove all the mods from that. Pictures of people